662, 663, 664, 665, 666. Oh, wait. Hey, everybody. I didn't know I was going live. That's right. That's right. We're supposed to be talking about today how to protect yourself from 5G EMF radiation and other harmful EMF frequencies. So, how exciting is that? And as you can see right now, this is the original tinfoil cap that I designed a couple years ago. And we've evolved this thing quite a bit, Julian, the architect, and myself. So really excited to have you here with me. I'm going to share with you, I actually took notes. Let me read this off real quick. I'm going to be showing you in this podcast different tools, ideas that can help keep harmful EMF radiation at a minimum. Clearly, you can't protect yourself 100% from radiation like EMF radiation because you've got Wi-Fi and technology all around you, and the sun even emits harmful radiation. With that said, there's a few tips, tricks, and ideas that I use personally to keep the EMF radiation at a minimum. So also, I'm going to be doing several tests. I've got the, as you can see behind me here, let me move this down just a little bit. Oops, wrong way. You see that thing right there? You see that red? See that color red? Well, that's because it's really high levels of radiation, so it's in the danger zone. It's you can see I've got the router right behind me. I got to have a really good signal here. So look at this. If you look at the bottom, you're going to see a number that says I think it says 1,827. And it's going red again because my phone is emitting a signal as well, and I've got this thing right next to the phone. So we just look at that. Those are high levels of radiation. When I move it further away, it starts to go yellow. See, it starts to calm down a little bit. Now, this is showing milliwatts per square meter, and this thing will test up to 9 gigahertz. So that's 9 billion hertz. The average body, average healthy body is around 60 hertz. So you multiply that by, actually I did the math, you multiply that, the new 5G frequencies that they want to use to give you faster speeds. Now, there's two different things. There's 5G, 5th generation, and there's 5 gigahertz. Totally different things. I'm going to share that with you in a minute if you don't already know. So this is showing frequencies up to 9 gigahertz. It hasn't hit anything that high, but this will show frequencies up to 9 gigahertz. This is in the megahertz range right now, the router that it's hitting off here. But you can see that it's hit as high as 1,827 milliwatts per square meter. So if you look at what the average is, what you want it to be, you don't really want it to be higher than 0.06 milliwatts per square meter. So just go with me here on the map, okay? You don't really want it much higher than that. If it gets higher than that, little spikes and stuff like that, not a big deal. But you can actually see right here, if you look at the okay, that's going to show you the different frequencies here. I'm trying to give you a better, here we go. So this is showing you what's considered dangerous, what isn't considered dangerous. The router right here, if I put this thing on top of the router, let me show you this. This is crazy. Watch this. Here, I'm trying to. So what numbers is that showing? How high is that getting? Getting pretty insane, right? All right. So if you keep your phone in your pocket, and even if you're not on your phone, like if you've got your phone in your pocket and it's not on airplane mode, well, it's going to be pinging signals off of cell towers. So you can get some crazy spikes on your phone as well, just by having your phone in your pocket. Now, if you like to have those Bluetooth devices in your ear, there's been studies on those devices, and the EMF frequencies, the radiation levels, oftentimes are even higher with those devices that are right in your ear. And if you're always around, running around, hey man, I got on my phone, man. Just saying, be careful. So if you want to keep the EMF levels down, you probably don't want to have a Bluetooth device in your ear constantly. You probably want to have your phone, if you can, on airplane mode or not in your pocket constantly. Those are just some ideas to keep the EMF levels down as well. And I'm also going to go with you, show you the evolution. We're going to look at the evolution of the tinfoil cap. You should check out tinfoilcap.co because that's where these different tinfoil caps are. Now, they're not really made out of tinfoil. They're made out of these custom fabrics, these very high-end fabrics, and they have EMF shielding liners inside of them that are removable. So those will block up to 30 gigahertz. That's in the 5th generation range. 5G, they're using frequencies of 28 gigahertz. 28 gigahertz is 28 billion hertz. That hurts a lot, trust me, especially if your human body naturally is hanging out around 60 hertz. I did the math on this. Let me share this with you. It's crazy. Where's it at? Oh, yeah. Okay. So you take the average human body, the hertz of the average human body, let's just say 60, average, let's say 60. You divide that into 28 billion, and you get 466,666.6666666. Kind of spooky, right? So that's what you would have to multiply the average human body hertz to get 5th generation communications EMF frequencies. How does that sound? Oh, yeah. So next time somebody calls you a conspiracy theorist because you're researching 5G or you're researching the side effects of EMF frequencies, do you know that your microwave most likely is running at 2.45 gigahertz? That's 2.45 billion hertz. You know how people say, you probably don't want to stand too close to the microwave. You probably don't want to look in the microwave while you're heating up food with plastic that's got bisphenol A and glyphosate and other wonderful genetically modified organisms in there. But people do it anyway, right? So that's running at about 2.45 billion hertz. Now, 5th generation, 5G, baby. Oh yeah, 5G, 28 billion. So multiply your microwave frequency by 10, and actually 11, and that's about 28 billion hertz. Now, is it using the same amount of power? Are you going to be exposed to the same amount of power that your microwave is emitting? That is still up for debate. I just read through an article that was, I think it was from Emerson, actually. Don't quote me on this, but I think it was Emerson, the technology manufacturer, and they were showing the 5G safe zone and the parameters that you need to be at in order for that to be considered safe. It's very fascinating. Diamond sent it to me from the Oppenheimer Ranch project. Very interesting indeed. So when people call you a conspiracy theorist, let's look at the definition of conspiracy first of all. I'd like to look at the definition of conspiracy. Hold on a second. I gotta see how things are going here. Let me go into the channel and see. Stand by. All right, good deal. Let's see. Got the echo going on. Stand. All right. What was I talking about? Where was I even going? Oh yeah, conspiracy theorist. Conspiracy theorist. That was termed decades ago by, I've heard the CIA, I've heard the Tavistock Institute. I don't know who exactly coined the term conspiracy theorist, but it's still used today as a term to attempt to debunk somebody, or attempt to ridicule somebody, or belittle somebody, or make them look a fool. Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. So I have oftentimes poked fun at that term. What do I know? I'm just a conspiracy theorist. Here's the white papers, here's the data, here's the evidence that presents itself, and I'm just a conspiracy theorist. So I also noticed that's kind of a trigger word still with people. They're like, dude, don't call yourself a conspiracy theorist, because that sets the tone that your information isn't that important, or that you're kooky or you're wacky. I get it. That's all perception. If that's what people want to believe, that's totally fine. I totally understand. I use it in a form of like tongue in cheek. Oh, I'm a conspiracy theorist, am I? Well, yeah, I think for myself. Thank you very much, because I'm not absorbed, I'm not assimilated by the Borg, by the brain drain robotic system that wants you to conform to certain parameters. And if you don't, you're a conspiracy theorist. So let's look at the definition of a conspiracy, shall we? Let's look at the definition of conspiracy. Let's look at the definition of conspiracy. A conspiracy is a secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful, or action of plotting or conspiring. So a secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful, or another definition, action of plotting or conspiring. So does that mean you're a kook? Does that mean you're crazy? How many times have conspiracies been put together in the past that have been unveiled, that have been uncovered? And on that note, I'll be right back. I need a drink. Oh, it is. That kombucha is like 3 months old, but wow, that was powerful. Okay, so are you a conspiracy theorist? Well, that's up to you. You can be a conspiracy theorist. I am actually now, I've upgraded myself, a conspiracy scientist. I'm a conspiracy scientist, got the microscope and the telescope to back it up, and the EMF detector to back it up, the radiation detector. So I'm a conspiracy scientist. And as I'm showing you right here, let's go back and just, let's go take a look at this, shall we? And that's right, I'm not wearing any shoes. You know where people say no shoes, no service? Well, it's the opposite here. You wear shoes, you get no service. Hello! All right, so how does one shield from 5G radiation? And I'm getting a phone call from Kristen right now. I'm downstairs, Kristen! Why are you calling me? Weird. It's like, I'm downstairs, you would think that you would know that. Anyway, so, is there something wrong with the internet? Okay, guess not. Looks like we're still fine. So, my friend Julian, what do you think of this? We've got these signs now. You gotta love this. You gotta love this. He designed this. You can get them at tinfoilcap.co. Tinfoil caps are required. Tinfoil caps are required. And I finally got the last shipment of MK2s in, the MK2s, and that is, I'm going to show you this right now. We're going to look at the evolution, the evolution of the tinfoil cap, the evolution of the tinfoil cap. So it started with this, the duct taped tinfoil, aluminum foil, and I've obviously got a biocosmic energy sensor right there over the third eye chakra system. Now this is, this doesn't have any EMF shielding liners in it or anything like that. Well, I do actually underneath my, so, oh yeah, we just look at it. Hi, how are you doing? So you've got the liner, and then, I'm just like, okay, so I'm gonna do the liner, I'm gonna do the cap, I'm gonna do the tinfoil. All right, now, you ready to see the first design, the first prototype design, this one right here. This is the second prototype. Julian did this. Said, you know what, Julian, I think you're onto something here. Let's make tinfoil caps. Let's make tinfoil caps for conspiracy scientists. And next time somebody says, oh, where's your tinfoil hat? You say, it's right here. Where's yours? While they're frying their brain with EMF radiation on their phone. Like, I've been on the phone for 8 hours straight. You like my new iPhone 27? They're just like frying, and they're like, yeah, conspiracy theorist. And you're just like, yeah. And they're actually looking in the microwave while they're doing that. They're heating something up in plastic, glyphosate, love, and you're anyway, so yeah. So let me fix this. Okay. So we got this one. This one didn't have the liners, right? I was like, man, Julian, we gotta put some function with this. I mean, they look good, they look great, but now we need to protect people's craniums, right? We need to protect their brain as much as possible. So how do we do that? Let's make an EMF shielding liner in these cabs. And so Julian, as talented as he is, he said, you know what, let's do that. So we got these different fabrics. We got 2 different fabrics actually, just for the liners alone. Now these are EMF shielding fabrics, and they're 2 different fabrics. One of them blocks in the low kilohertz range, like that's like thousands of hertz. And then it goes up to 30 gigahertz. So this is going to block the lower frequencies and all the way up to 30 gigahertz. Now, is it going to block it 100%? No, but I'm going to show you the results in a minute, how much this offsets this EMF, if you want it to. I mean, you may like it. It may give you, it may give you some type of sensation, and you enjoy blasting yourself with EMF radiation. A lot of people do. So that's totally up to you. But anyway, so we got these liners, and then Julian actually hand sews these liners together. So you've got the liners, right? Now these liners, when you put it over the router here, let's do it right now. I'm going to show you. This is crazy. And oh wait, do you like this new piece of artwork I got from Joel Payne? Joel, you're awesome, man. I had him on the show a while back, and he painted this Star Wars thing. So this amazing Star Wars backdrop, beautiful. Is that awesome? Thanks, man. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to test the radiation. All right. So here we go. No. Somebody just said, I just unsubscribed. I told you if you ever did nano again, I'd unsubscribe. I didn't do it for as long as I couldn't. Okay, there you go. So you see that? You see that? You see that? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Alert, alert, alert. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to bust out the liner. Okay, we're going to bust out the liner. See this? Will you just look at it? Will you just look at it? All right, so. The liner is now over. Now you're still going to get radiation from the phone. You're still going to get radiation from the bottom of the router because it's not completely covered. But just look at the difference, okay? All right. Oh my goodness, it's not red anymore, it's yellow. What number does that say it is? I can't even. So instead of it being in the hundreds, and you've also got to remember my phone is emitting radiation and it's hitting it from the top. If my phone wasn't on, the radiation would be lower. So you can see the higher it goes, the lower that goes. So now it's in the yellow zone and it's right on top of the router. See numbers 5, 4, 4.5, 3.5, 2.5, hanging out on 2.5, 2.5. Do I see 2.5, 2.5, 4.5, 2.5? All right, so 4, 6, 5. Move it up, goes down. It's my phone. Remember, phone. Now, let's put it right here. Can you see it? All right. Now, bang! You know how red that sucker is. It's in the 500 range. 727, 761. Nah. That was intense. It was intense. All right, so that was intense, man. That was intense. Wow. Okay, so let me show off here, show off some of this artwork. Let me show off some of the artwork here. Now you have different options. There's less than a dozen of these. I finally got the last shipment. These are the MK2s. There's less than 12 of these left. These are signed and numbered. They've got a liner that comes with them. You can take the liner in or out. Now, this isn't obviously tinfoil, but doesn't look like it. And then this bad boy right here, this bill lights up. So go to tinfoilcap.co. Look at that. and you can get one, or you can go to get one at Leak Project as well. But go to tinfoilcap.co because that's the new awesome site for all the EMF gear, fashionable gear. So this is the MK2. Got less than a dozen of these left. This was the second model. Let me show you the first model. Was the MK1. These are the MK1s. You can see this is just pure. This is just pure silver, pure tinfoil look here. These come with the liners as well. I've got a handful of these left. These are the MK1s. These are the MK1s. This is the MK2. MK1, MK2. You can see the yin yang effect there. This will light up in the dark. It glows in the dark. It glows in the dark. So MK1, MK2. And then check this one out. There's only 23 of these bad boys. This is the gold edition. Look at that. Gold edition. Somebody said, Rex, get the gold out there. This is the gold edition. There's only 23 of these in production. 23, the number that follows me around. 23 of these in production. Gold edition. Gold edition. Signed by the architect. And I haven't even had a chance to sign this one yet because he just sent me this one. So this is the only one that I know of in production right now. But we're going to make a total of 23 of these. 23 total. And then check this one out. Check this one out. The Tinfoil Cap Co. Tinfoilcap.co. So this is, look at this shield on this bad boy. Look at that. Look at the shield on that thing, man. Is that awesome or what? So this is the Shield Edition, tinfoilcap.co. And then I got a bunch of other cool stuff. And I'm going to give one of these away. So I'm going to give one of these away by the end of the show. By the end of the show, I'm going to give away an MK2 to somebody randomly, and I don't know who yet. So the cool thing is I can decide who to give it to because it's my choice. So, but there will probably be like some type of intervention, like spiritual interventions, like give it to that person. So we'll see what happens. Just stay with me. All right, so stay with me. And I want to show off some more stuff. So we got, so the gold edition, the tinfoil cap edition. This is the first one of that. And then these are limited as well. Pretty cool, right? It's like a piece of art. It's a piece of art. They're handmade. They're awesome. It's like also a statement. I mean, think about that. It's a statement. I don't know how many people I have met from these caps. I mean, I've met people at the post office. I've met bartenders in Park City, Utah that have walked up to me and said, "Are you Rex Bear?" I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "Okay." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, you are, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Nibiru's real." And I'm like, "Okay." And they're like, "I have proof. I have a picture." And I'm like, "All right, that's cool." So, and they saw the cap. And I mean, it's just, you get a cap that is a talking piece. I mean, how much do people spend on Jordans? Like, people say, "Oh, those caps are expensive." Yeah, I mean, they're not cheap because they're expensive to make and they're limited. They're awesome. They're handmade. So, all right, now I'm going to show off some of this other stuff that Julian has been putting together. So let me ask you a question on that. Let me ask you a question on this, your opinion. Do you think that art is like a great way to express ideas and energy for a very long period of time? For example, look at how many of these pieces of art that have been sold at auctions for millions of dollars that are shown off around the world that have an impact. The Michelangelo, Picasso, Da Vinci, Geiger. I love Geiger. I mean, his artwork is insane, but it's incredible. I think he was tapping into a different dimension. Brady Shalley, the gal that does the art behind me. Are any of these worth millions yet? Not yet. With that said, I think art is a great way to express yourself. Art is a great way to present information, and somebody can look at that and they can come up with their own conclusions, their own ideas, their own passion, their own energy. So I mean, look at some of this stuff that we got here. So these are carbon fiber decals, and you can get these also if you go to tinfoilcap.co. And these are some of the decals. These are like high-end carbon fiber decals, tinfoil cap area. And then we're gonna do some playing card sets. We've got some ideas on putting together some different playing card sets. Yeah, check this out. I like this one. Caution, sheeple. Bah, bah. The sheeple assembly point. Bah. right, check this out. Critical thinkers, information, point, stairway to heaven. Traffic flow volume, highway to hell. Interesting, because I was just thinking about Led Zeppelin and that song Backwards, and then all of a sudden I read Highway to Hell. I was like, wow, dude. Good job, Julian. Tapped into something there, man. I don't even know what that is. Some of this stuff, I'm just like, I haven't even seen some of this stuff before. He's like, hey, check this one out. All right, so warning, fluoride in water because they love you. Isn't it crazy how they've got baby water? They've got water marketed for babies, for infants, with extra fluoride. They don't even have teeth yet most of the time. What the hell are you doing giving them extra fluoride? It's insane. And then people like, look what I got. I got this for little Billy. Little Billy and Jimmy, man. You know, they're twins and they gotta give extra fluoride. Oh, yeah. So, tinfoil caps must be. You're a conspiracy theorist if you believe in fluoride not being good for you. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Danger. Chemtrails. That don't exist. It's a conspiracy in your mind. Warning. Television programming. How can I help you? Now, I mean, you can take this however you want. If you want to believe in the flat earth, that's awesome. It's totally up to you. I respect that. I just don't want to hear it. All right, so, warning, 5G radiation that loves you. All right. This is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites. Caution, snowflakes. Caution, snowflakes. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, I got some signs to show off. Also, I mean, you get the signs too. You get these signs. Oh yeah, you got to have one of these at the office, especially if you work for corporate America. If I was still at the job that I had when I was working for a Fortune 100 company for about a decade, I would definitely have one of these. Are you serious? Absolutely. Because I was the guy in the lunchroom always talking about everything I'm talking about here. So anyway, let's move these from them. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. All right. So now let's look at some of the signs. Sign, everywhere a sign. Blocking up the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that. Can't you read the signs? All right. I'm not very good at karaoke, as you can tell, so I will stick with my day job. I'm a conspiracy scientist. So these are like heavy-duty signs. So you can get these also at tinfoilcaps.co. So these are pretty cool. Warning! Alert! Subliminal hypnosis. Television. Subliminal hypnosis. Caution sheeple. Mass mind control. They love you so much. I need to make one that says, the EMFers. They love you so much. And then just in parentheses, so they know what the MFers are, I can say they're the money funders. So yeah, we're just looking at this one. Ding, 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 ding. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Also, I've noticed I'm having a tough time keeping up with the comments, so I apologize if I miss your comments. But I did see a couple in here. Like, we've got people from, wow, that's incredible. We've got people from all over the world in here right now. Uruguay, that's awesome. There's even a few people from planet Mars. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't do it. Okay, got to get one of these. You could put these. Oh, could you imagine just sending 100 of these out to your friends and family? Like, hey, we're just, I don't know. you may not have 100 friends and family members. Most of you probably do. I don't know. I mean, outside of Leap Project, I'm kind of a hermit. I rarely leave the house. Anyway, so when I do, it's with an underground tunnel system. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. What else we got? What else is going on? What else? I'm gonna read through the comments here for a moment and see if I can. I've got to give one of these away. That's right. I've got to give one of these caps away. I'm still going to give one of these caps away. I haven't forgotten yet. Showed off the caps. Yep, did that. Looked at the radiation levels. Okay, so the difference between 5G and 5 gigahertz. A lot of people say, I've got a router that's already 5G. Well, it's got 5 gigahertz as an option for a frequency band. That's not 5G. That's 5 gigahertz. 5G is most likely going to be running at 28 gigahertz. Holy cow, somebody just hit that $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Yeah, all right. What was I talking about? Going to give a cap away. 5G, 5th generation, brought that up. Share with you the difference. Multiplied 60 hertz into 28 gigahertz, 466,666.66666. It's kind of spooky. All right. Who's getting the cap? Who am I giving the cap out to right now? I'm reading through the comments right now. Everybody's saying me. Yeah. All right. I wish I could give them out to everybody. I just don't have enough. All right. Seeker, send me an email, leakproject@gmail.com. It's for you, man. Right on. And then I'm going to give away another one of these caps here for Christmas. Yep. Seeker, you got it, man. All right, everybody. Thank you. Had some fun. If I can tonight, depending on what the skies are looking like, or look at Darth Vader's looking at me right now. He's like mad. See, Darth Vader's upset. Thanos, man, holy cow! I watched The Avengers again last night. One of my favorite movies of all time. Thanos, for some reason, is one of my favorite superheroes of all time. Although sometimes I think he lost it, and then other times I think he's got it all figured out. Like, for example, if he only wanted to take out half the universal population, then why did he, when he got that gauntlet made for him so he could have the Infinity Stones, why did he take out all of the giants and only leave one of them alive? And then I thought to myself, he probably did that because that one person that he left alive would then tell other people. So it was like a way for him to keep a position of authority and strength. But also at the same time, it was wrong because he said that he was going to spare him. Well, in the movie, it didn't say he said he was going to spare him, but the guy thought that he was going to spare all of his friends and family if he built this gauntlet for him, and he didn't. So why not 50%? Why 99%? Just leave the one. And then I was thinking about that. But anyway, so what do you think about Thanos and the 50-50 thing and his mindset on wanting to take out half the population of the universe so that the other half could flourish? And what do you think is going to happen in the next Avengers? That's going to be good. And here we go. Talking Stan Lee, man. I miss you already, Stan. I love that guy. I even shed a tear for him. I mean, that guy was just so. He was tapping into the Akashic records. Think about all the superheroes that are connected to gods and deities that were presented thousands of years ago, hundreds of thousands of years ago. The archetypes, the energy, and all the appearances that he would make. He's definitely going to be missed. Stan, you're a legend, man. Hope you're listening in outer space. Be the change, everybody, and be the change you want to see. And hopefully I'll be able to show you something tonight with the telescope.